Start your streaming. Get your stream on. It's connecting right now. And it's not a light novel review, so I'm going to change that title to Just Shooting the Breeze. Because that's all it is. We're just shooting the breeze. I know that I was supposed to be chowing down on some umaibo tonight, but my tummy's just not in the mood for umaibo, so it's not happening. I'm sorry. Hey, Full Metal. Yeah, no worries. You haven't missed anything. Heck, even if you weren't here, you probably wouldn't miss anything. Man. True story. Alright. So, yeah. Like I said, I was going to do the Omaibo thing, but I just can't. I think I'm going to have to save that for an afternoon when my stomach can manage it. Because right now, no. It ain't happening. Alright, so here we are. Just the few of us. So, it really is just a couple of us here. It's like an intimate chat. How are you? Been doing my new job for the past month or so. Friggin' exhausted. God. Like, who knew that, as you were staring down the throat of 50, that you'd suddenly find your brain having to use it to do new things would be crazy. And would exhaust you more than, like, physical activity. It's just stupid. Hello, everybody who's joining on board. How you doing? Okay. So, obviously I haven't done a crap ton of content lately. That's mainly because I really haven't been doing much. That sounds so lame. Hi, I'm a YouTuber who's never on YouTube. How are you? Jesus. Yeah. Like, okay, so real talk for a moment. I haven't read a light novel. Actually, I haven't read anything. Like, not even just a light novel. Okay, well, maybe some manuals of at work of my new job. But outside of that, like entertainment, fun reading, I haven't read anything for like a month and a half. Like, it's pretty bad. Um, yeah. I told a writer friend of mine that I would contribute a short story to an anthology that she's putting out around Christmas time. I wrote like 1,000 words, had like this idea all plotted out, and I haven't touched that for like a month because seriously, it's like all my brain juice is just getting drained on this job. It's kind of ridiculous. So, um, I really should have thought of an alternative to the Omaibu thing because I'm like, nobody really wants to see me just shooting the breeze for like whatever. Anyway, so there's going to actually be a little bit of a change on the channel. I might as well just get that out of the way. Just talk about it because what the hell. We're all friends here, right? We can talk to each other. So, I'm going to obviously keep up with like the light novel content, so nobody panic. In fact, funny enough, this past weekend, I finally got setups here to get it so that I am streaming directly from my computer into my router. So hopefully See, right now it says excellent connection on this stream. Hopefully, it will stay consistent, which means streaming will be much easier. Streaming will be much more consistent, and I can do it more often. So, I want to do the live read streams. I even got an old monitor of mine. You can't, I mean, I could probably pan it all around and see it, but eh. Anyway, I got like an old monitor that I had, and amazingly, my desktop actually had a port that fit the friggin' old monitor. So I have two monitors now. So if I'm streaming something like the read alongs or whatever where I can't see the chat, I can actually shove it over into the second screen and see the chat in real time. And there was another reason that I did that, which I'm going to talk about. So yeah. But definitely going to do more live reads. I want to actually do like one of those maybe once a week. So to people who are the members, I'm going to be posting to ask what you want me to read. I think I'm probably going to stick with like J-Novel Club, Cross Infinite World, and I really have to try and remember to talk to Alex at Tentai Books. I'm pretty sure Alex would be cool with it. Because they've really been on board. Yenon was on board too. I'm not saying anything about Yenon, but they were much more like you can only read for a certain amount of time for your stream. And I realized that when I'm trying to read in a way that's entertaining, I can't read quick. So I think with like the Yenon, like when I looked at the pace that I was reading all the other stuff, I'm like, damn, if I only had say 5 minutes of my stream that I could read Yenon stuff, like I'd only get through a page and a half. Like, damn. So I don't know. Well, I really do want to show some love though to Cross Infinite World, because honestly, they're a small company. They are, and same with Tentai. Those two companies are small companies. They don't have a lot of money behind them. They're newer. So I want to show some love to their stuff. So I think we're going to be just like kind of sticking to them. And, definitely J-Novel's got so much stuff digital. And my God, I have not read hardly anything that they've put out because they put out so much so fast. So yeah, I think I'm going to definitely check that out. We're going to do some more of those live reads. I want to do at least one of those a week. But so here's the thing. I realize that I'm kind of having a little bit of a midlife crisis. This flip-flopping and this like not enjoying things the way that I used to. Like, as much as I really enjoy YouTube and as much as I enjoy being here and doing stuff, and as much as all of the people watching my stuff are great, and I so appreciate people making me feel like this is worth showing up and doing, which is amazing. Like, I haven't had as much fun. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's probably because, like, when I was working shift work, I would have 4 days off in a row. Like, so I'd work 4 days and then I'd be off for 4 days. And now I'm working 5 days a week and I'm only off for 2 days and then I work 5 days a week. And having like, even though it's time wise not really that different because I'm not working 12-hour shifts, thank God, it really does feel like I am working so much more. And like, even right now, technically I'm on the clock because I'm the on-call duty officer. I might have to actually mute this stream and jump out the door if my phone starts going off, because that's the gig, so taking time to sit down and record long videos, edit videos and stuff like that, it's been just such a thing that I can't make myself to do. But anyway, midlife crises. So I'm trying to find things that I can fall back in love with stuff, like I want to get back to writing. I wrote 4 novels over the span of, 7 years. There's a 4-book series, and man, I felt so proud of myself that I was able to do that. God only knows if they're actually any good. I mean, they've gotten pretty good reviews, so I guess there are people who've enjoyed them, which God bless them. Um, but uh, but I really want to get back to that. Like, and I love being involved in stories and stuff like that. And so uh, I don't even know how to segue into this. I'm gonna start playing Minecraft. Oh shit, that just sounds like the most like lame cringe ass thing that I could probably say like on a stream. But true story though, I'm gonna start playing Minecraft. And I'm gonna do it here live streaming on the channel because F it, why not? Like I'm sure you guys are here for it. Come on. It's like watching a dude get isekai'd but not on cheat mode because I'm actually gonna try and legitimately play the damn game and learn how to play the game. And maybe someday like I'll get onto one of those like SMP servers and play like some actual like role do some actual role playing. That'd be crazy. Crazy, I tell you, crazy. Actually, here, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm gonna look up something here cuz I'll see what I can show you here. Yeah, whatever, go away. All right, let's see if I can make this work in OBS without like totally destroying what I'm doing right now. So we're gonna input an image, window capture, yeah, sure, whatever, that's fine. Just call it that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. So you should all see like the skin decks here. So I'll try and shove that off to the side a bit so you can still kind of see my face. See my face. So, what else would a almost 50-year-old man play as except, a big fluffy bear wearing a house coat and pajama pants? Oh god. So cringy. I'm so cringy. Anyway. Yeah. So yeah, it's a bear in a checkered house coat and a plaid house coat wearing pajama bottoms. And look, he's got like his little bare feet, his ears. This is like my skin. I actually taught myself to make a custom skin before I started because I was like, you know what? If I'm going to play friggin' Minecraft, I'm only going to do it if I can play as my own avatar. Because, if you're going to get isekai'd, you might as well choose what you're going to look like. So, yeah. So that's my avatar for Minecraft. Yeah. I'm actually going to call the streams Midlife Crisis Minecraft because, here's the thing. Some guys, when they have their midlife crisis, they run out, they buy sports cars or they buy motorcycles or they get piercings or like tattoos or, they chase after younger women. Well, I can't afford a race car. I most definitely will die if I try to ride a motorcycle. I have always said that I intend to leave this world with the same number of holes as I came into it with, so I have no intention of getting any piercings. I'd probably get a tattoo if I could think of something that I actually really wanted tattooed on me. And, I love my wife and kids, so I have no desire to wreck my family. So instead of doing all that really crazy middle-aged guy stuff, I'm going to act like a YouTuber who's half my age playing flipping Minecraft. Because you know what? Minecraft. Okay, so true story. Build famous locations from light novels. Well, I mean, I guess I probably could. Um, but, oh my god. So, like, my son doesn't really play Minecraft anymore. He did like years and years and years ago. But, he does watch this one streamer, and I I was like watching this stream, and I mean, it was a charity stream, so obviously, like, the money was a lot more because people were being generous and donating and stuff. Dude played Minecraft for 4 hours and raised over $300,000. Like, I, I mean, I was stunned, stunned. Like, I've been building this channel here for like, I've been on YouTube now for over a decade. I've been building the light novel channel that I have here for probably about 7 years or so. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Some kid plays Minecraft and makes 300 grand. I'm just like, I can't even. I don't even make a third of that all year working my day job. Wow. But again, it was for charity. However, I've watched replays of his streams where people do donate to him, and my God, he still makes in a single like hour-long stream the amount of money that I make in 3 months worth of work. It's crazy. And I'm never going to get that big. Well, I mean, okay, I'm not going to argue if I get that big. But I mean, I don't really expect to get that big. But I just think it looks fun, I just think it looks like a good time. So I figure, what the hell? I might as well have a good time. And like I said, I'm trying to find things that are going to be fun. And I got a runny nose. Hold on a second. Got to dip off camera. Nobody needs to see that. So, like, oh yeah, I take it. Yeah, I know. Hey, for anybody who was on the old Discard, notice the magic chicken up in the magic chicken. Hutch, it's the magic chicken. Geist, magic chicken. Magic chicken. It's here. I got the magic chicken. Oh, man. Yep. Yep. I try to look at that chicken for like reincarnated. Yes, guys, that's right. Oh, my Lord. Do you remember? Okay, so remember when we got into that whole like do a light novel title but replace one word with cock? As in like a rooster, but that's actually a chicken. We found it. That's not a rooster, it's a chicken. But if you really want a fun game with light novel titles, I'll tell you. Like, CL came up with one and I nearly choked. I was like, yo. I've been killing for 300 years and maxed out my level. Think about it. Anyway. Fun drinking games you can play with your friends that involve light novels and chickens. Anyway. Sorry, I'm just like... I really didn't plan this out. Like, I had like this plan, like, I have all these omaibos that I was supposed to do like a whole video tasting of them. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it on live stream because what the hell? Then people can see my live reaction. I'll get crumbs all over me. It'll be disgusting but funny all at the same time. And then like I'm sitting there tonight and after dinner and I'm just like, there's no way I can eat like Amiibo and then try to go to bed and get up in the morning for work. Like it's just not happening. I'm telling you, I can't do it. No, I'll be really sick. So like I said, the Amiibo things, I'm going to probably set up a stream for this weekend sometime like in the mid-afternoon because then you'll have lots of time for the Amiibo to digest before I have to try and sleep. And, if I feel sick and I stay up, then it's not a big deal because I don't have to get up to work for the next day. See, you guys are getting into it, right? Right? Isn't that J.K. Hart? Oh, Kirby, come on. Oh my God. Yes, Hutch, so much hilarity in those. So much hilarity. Anyway, yeah. Um. So yeah. That's so yeah. So I'm gonna I'm gonna start streaming. But you know what I'm probably gonna do with the Minecraft thing is I'm not gonna be on camera. I'm just gonna go voice and play because uh yeah I as much as I think this setup is gonna work fine for streaming the game, and as much as it's working great tonight for streaming this video, like holy crap, it's I don't think I've seen it this stable ever. But I don't know how steady it'll handle taking both a video input as well as taking game input. I think it'll start to lag, which will be really no fun. Yeah, but you know. Yeah. Doro Flight. Do I have a personal top 10 light novels here? You know what? I used to count down my top 10 each year. Um, I don't know if I've read enough light novels this year to do it this year. Wow, that's really bad. But this year has just been such a cluster. Holy jumping! Like, you know, I took like a 2 month leave of absence from work early in the year because I kind of went a little off the rocker. Well, I mean, you know, you burn out, man. Like that's just reality, especially when you're working in a job where like most of your day is listening to people screaming and dying. Um so so yeah, I was burned out and I just needed some time off. And but you know, it just everything like this year has been so crazy and so weird, and it's just thrown me off of every game that I thought I had established. And you know, now I've started this like management position at work, and it is so weird. Like I legit feel for the first time in my 47 years that I have an adult job. Like I actually have like a cubicle, my own desk, a company cell phone, like it's weird to feel like you're actually have an adult job when you've supposedly been an adult for well longer than that. You know you really should, but yeah, you only need to read 10 to make a top 10. Well, I mean, Aaron, you're right. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. And I think I've reviewed at least 10 light novels this year, at least. I'll have to I'll have to go back through the logs and look. But yeah. Although, you know, I could like in the future if I'm not doing even full reviews, but I'm doing like the read along every week. I mean, that'd be like 52 videos if I do them. That'd be like 52 streams. And then that would be really easy to pick like my top 10, like which ones I thought I enjoyed the most. Like that would be pretty good. Um, oh, I'm in love with the villain. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in love with the villainess is up there. Oh yeah, it would definitely be up there for sure. That second volume was really good. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, really, Cora? Some Minecraft streamers record like the voice afterwards. I don't think I could do that. Like, I really don't know. Um, Yeah, you know, here. Okay, so here's the thing. I see some of the stuff coming up in the comments, like you know, reading Empty Box, Zeroth Maria, some older LNs that no one really reads. Um, Book Girl, the Book Girl series. I've been really kind of thinking that I want to get back and read that. Empty Box and Zeroth Maria, definitely. You know, even some newer series like Torture Princess. I really like the first volume of Torture Princess. I'd really like, man, yeah. I kind of think that I want to get back to that, but it's trying to get sort of find a rhythm. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the reading that I used to do. So, I know a lot of you have been here for a while, so you know what I did for a living. But, um, so I was an emergency dispatcher for ambulance, and you know, all you could do was sit at your desk, and when the lines were ringing, you were busy. When the lines weren't ringing, you weren't busy. I mean, that's just the job, right? And so I did a lot of my reading in those sort of in between times at work when we didn't have calls, because I mean, what else are you going to do? Um, and now I don't have that downtime. Like, I walk into work and I am basically busy from the moment I walk into work to the moment I leave work. And that's been really like, that's been really a weird thing to get used to. And trying to then figure out how to fit in hobbies and other stuff around that, all while trying to keep a sleep pattern that actually works. You know, you got to get that sleep. Got to get that sleep. Yeah. So yeah, so I mean, I've got lots of, there's lots of stuff that I want to do, but it's just getting to it. That's what it's all about. Just getting to it, getting that work done. Um, but you know, like, as much as there's a couple light novel series I'd like to get back to, I just right now I think the thing is that having spent 7 years trying to read a light novel at least every week and trying to come up with things to say about those light novels and reviews and everything else, it did, I'll admit, like, I'm kind of burned out on sitting down and reading a whole book. Like, even just reading in general, like I said, not even just light novels. I, I haven't even really felt the need that I want to read a book. Even I and I guess too, like right now, the past month, all I'm doing is reading. You know, reading reports, reading things on how to do my job and everything else. You know, it's really, pardon me. It's yeah, it's just, you just get burned out on all that stuff. That's why I kind of thought like Minecraft, you know, it could be fun. You know, it's got that creative element to it where you can build things and everything else. It's got that little bit of like, you know, it's got that gaming aspect to it, but it's not something that I really have to invest a lot in terms of like reading walls of text like you do with a JRPG or something like that, or, you know, a visual novel or that kind of thing. Like, Minecraft is kind of like what you make it, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of something that I'm looking for right now. And I kind of figure, like, you know what, as I said, it's kind of like an isekai. I mean, you know, you're living in this world, and all of a sudden, if you find yourself in this other strange world, you got to get by, you got to figure it out. I mean, it's kind of on brand, kind of, a little bit, you know. Mm. So yeah. Oh, anime burnout. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a thing. Like, I think the problem that we're facing in a lot of pop culture media, and I mean, whether it be anime, light novels, manga, hell, Marvel movies. Holy shiz, Marvel movies. Okay, so I mean, again, like, I was one of those people that I checked out like basically every Marvel movie that was out there, and meh, I just, I haven't watched a lot of stuff. And I mean, I even have Disney Plus, for God's sakes, but I haven't watched anything of like the Winter Soldier. I haven't watched, like, there's a couple series now that I haven't watched. I mean, I watched the Loki series just because it seemed really trippy and I really just love Tom Hiddleston. Um, but it seems like that's kind of the way that I feel. There's a lot of, oh yeah, the like Minecraft kind of light novel. I thought that was a manga. I didn't think it was a light novel. I thought it was a manga, but whatever. Um, but I I just find, like, I think we're so inundated with pop culture now. Like, everybody just wants to make that money, and it's like the second they find something that's popular, it's like they milk the crap out of it like so much that everything just starts feeling the same, and like it's just not entertaining anymore. Like, it almost feels like it's a slog to get through it. And I just find, like, I think I got that way with light novels, especially because I was reading like the first volume of a whole bunch of series rather than like just picking one or two series and reading through, because a lot of light novels, I mean a lot of light novels, the first volume is like very very similar, you know what I mean? You can, it is predictable, like you can kind of nail down what's going to happen. That's why when something comes along that's so different, you're like, holy crap, like I can't believe how this is cool. Like, you know, when even when I read the first Book Girl, and it's funny because Book Girl's an older series, but when I read that, it was so different compared to like all the isekai and fantasy series that I'd read. Torture Princess is an isekai, but it's just so gothicy and so like, and like the demons in it are truly horrific, terrible, demonic things. And you know, the one main character is like this total sort of like not really a hero kind of it felt really different. I think that's kind of what amped me up on that series too, was just how different it felt. And like, yes, and even, you know, Empty Box and Zeroth Maria is very different from the power fantasy isekai type stuff that we are just absolutely inundated with. And it's too bad because there's so much more out there in the spectrum, but because of the commercial successes that certain titles have, it's again, everybody's just trying to replicate it. You know what I mean? Like everybody just wants to have that same thing. And man, I'm just taking a look at the comments for a second here just to see. Yeah, well, I mean, this is the kind of thing. Yeah, like, yeah, first volume's very generic, very similar, and yeah, that's why I'm thinking, like, you know, I get back to reviewing some stuff. I'm probably just gonna go with reading a couple series that I thought were good, that were not like the other stuff that I'd been reading, and that were different, and that I was kind of excited about, and just kind of put aside the new series for now. Um, I think the thing is, like, you know, I just feel like this is a hazard of YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, you just you get in this mindset that you look at your analytics and you're like, holy crap, you know, when I review a first volume, that gets like 1,000 plus reviews, whatever, or views, whatever. But when I do subsequent volumes, like maybe half of those viewers watch it. If I do a third volume, half of the half watch it. Like, you know, so when you're trying to push yourself on YouTube and you're like, man, I've got to get out content that people watch. That was really like, it was that plus the idea that I thought to make the channel more useful, I needed to review more books, because I was like, you know, everything's got to be more. If I'm only reviewing three ongoing titles, the only people who are going to watch are the ones who are reading those three titles. And is that really helping people discover like new books? You know what I mean? Um, and that really, those two things combined is what really pushed me. You know, really pushed me to say to myself, like, okay, I have to review all but the first volume. I just have to read first volumes of everything, you know? Um, and it's too bad. And honestly, like, I actually have the entire Empty Box and Zeroth Maria series, even though I haven't reviewed or read them all. But I have them. I have like three more volumes of Torture Princess. I have like three more volumes of Book Girl, because when I read those first volumes, I was like, man, I dig these. And so I bought out some more of them. But again, I was so focused on let's just keep reading volume ones and keep going with volume ones. And anyway, so yeah, but that's where I'm at. So that's where things are at. So I think like right now, I'm going to try and keep up with a little bit of news videos here and there, because they're easy to do and they're quick. And, you know, I like to sort of take a look at what new is coming out, but then I want to do sort of the read alongs. I'd like to turn that into a weekly thing, like do that every week. And then I'm going to be playing Minecraft outside of that. I don't know how many days or nights I'm going to play Minecraft. And I am going to start like rookie. Like when I start streaming this thing, I will be standing in my first world, and man, I'll be lucky if I know the commands to do stuff, let alone actually playing the game. You can all watch me stumble and make horrible mistakes and act like a complete idiot and yell at me in the comments about how I really should be doing different things. So, good night, Kirby. Bye boy. You can watch it in the replay. So yeah, I'm gonna put out to my members. I'm gonna look at a couple of titles from J Novel Club. I think I'll do J Novel next, and they all can vote and tell me what I should read, and we'll do another live read along later on this week, and maybe do some Amiibo testing on Saturday or Sunday. And other than that, I'm gonna start playing Minecraft. So expect to see those on the channel. And they'll all have different thumbnails, so it'll be very easy for you to tell, like, what's me doing light novel stuff, what's me doing Minecraft stuff, what's me shoving weird things in my mouth. That sounded terrible. But you know what? Hey, if it gets you the views, put it in your mouth. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. That's really bad for you. That's terrible advice. Don't listen to my terrible advice. Boy, yo. Yeah, so there you go. So that's it. That's what's happening. That's what's going on with the channel. Like I said, watch for the Midlife Crisis Minecraft stream. I was actually, at one point I thought I was going to just create a different channel for that. But then, I was talking to CL, and CL was like, you've spent 10 years building the channel you have. Like, why wouldn't you just use your channel? So I thought, and that's probably not a bad idea. That's all right. That's like, you're right. You're right. So when I first load it up, you'll notice if you see my username tag, it'll be like Midlife Crisis MC, but I'm going to change it to probably my own name or something later on when I'm allowed to. Did you know that with Minecraft? Okay, so this is some funny stuff, and I'm going to talk about this right now, and I might talk about it when I actually do the stream. But this is how things are in our world right now. And don't get me wrong, here's the thing. Like, 100-year-old food and six. Oh my God, that's terrible. Jesus. So you want to talk about, like, people talk about snowflakes and they talk about PC culture and all this kind of stuff. And you know what? Listen, I am totally a supporter that don't be an asshole. Okay? Be good to people. Let people live their lives. Right? But so I go on to Minecraft to create this account. And I type in Midlife Crisis. And when I finish typing in Crisis, it tells me I can't use that username because it might be triggering for some people. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I'm the one going through the midlife crisis. If anyone's triggered by this effing thing, it's me. And yet I'm okay with it. I just thought that was kind of funny. The word crisis was a problem. So I actually had to do like CRIS1S. So it kind of looks like crisis, but it's not crisis as far as the Minecraft servers are concerned. Very strange to me what words they consider problematic. It's not like I was trying to call my character Fart Boy or something like really disgustingly juvenile or even all that crude. It's weird to me. Anyway, whatever. I mean, that's their thing. And I mean, okay. And let me put it to you this way. I thought that was a little extreme, but I can definitely see where it's probably a good thing to see that they look at the kind of names that people try to give their character that, yeah, well, because there's beer in the word beer. Yes, you're right. That's exactly why. Beer. But yeah, YouTube's probably getting more strict too. And you know what? I'll be honest. Like, I don't play a lot of games. Destiny 2 is the only thing I've probably really been playing for years. Because it's just a quick, easy, like I can pop on for an hour, kill some stuff, and call it a day. Uh, but man, like I get it. I'm kind of cringe. Like I'm a guy pushing 50, reading manga, light novels, and playing Minecraft. Like I get it. Okay, like let's make cringe my brand. But man, there's some cringy usernames in Destiny. Like stuff that when I look at it, I think to myself, you clearly don't let your mom see what you're playing, and B, don't have like any girls in your life that are you're worried about disrespecting you because of what you've named your character. Because damn, like, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so you know what? I'm actually kind of in favor of there being some controls on friggin' like usernames. But I just thought, of all words, crisis seemed a little bit far. I mean, yeah, like if I was using some kind of other four-letter like expletive in my name, I'm all over it. That's fine, but man, jeez, wow. Well, you know what? Honestly, like in regards to that last comment, I think more and more people that are probably going to be my age are reading like manga and stuff like that. Like, because I mean, as much as markets are oversaturated with stuff, and as much as you can get burned out on that kind of stuff, legit, there are still a lot of really good stories in manga. And sometimes, yeah, you have to dig a bit deeper to find those like weird hidden gems that not as many people talk about. Hell, maybe I should do more of that and try and find some hidden gems of manga even and talk about. I know somebody earlier was talking about Pandora Hearts. I sorry I missed it. It was it's gone now. And I just don't feel like cursoring through all of it. But I mean, like when I read Pandora Hearts, I did like in-depth, like 45-minute discussion videos on every volume of that manga. I really like that manga, but yeah, it's yeah. um, Steve Jackson's Sorcery. I've actually never heard of that. Um, RT Games Play seems really basically an interactive books where decisions matter. Okay, like I kind of have an idea of what you mean. Um, but again, I'm kind of the mind right now where less words. If I'm going to read something, I'll probably read something that I can talk about here on the channel. Or like I said, I'll read like when I do the sort of like preview or whatever we're calling them, the live reading. Like that's probably the stuff that I'll read. But like honestly, as I said, with Minecraft, I mean, break some blocks, build some stuff, try not to get blown up or killed by monsters. Like it's all right. I think I can handle that. I think I have enough brain cells that I can devote to that. Now, I know Minecraft can get crazy. Like, I know when you're building things, like those red stones, that's something that my son talked to me about, and I was like, holy God, I don't know if I can handle that kind of engineering, but, like, seriously, it's, crazy. It's crazy. But yes, you're right. It is something to keep at the back of my mind. Definitely. I will make a note of that. Okay. Do I prefer digital or physical? Well, I'll answer that really quick while I'm here. I don't care. No, no, you know what? Here's the thing. I think digital and physical both have their own merits. I do love to hold a book. I'm not going to lie. I enjoy the feel of a book. I enjoy this, like having a book on my shelf. But and maybe it's too because I am a little older, and the idea of owning something that you can actually hold and see is still kind of a thing for me. But I will say that digital, I think, is really very useful, especially when you've got limited shelf space. I actually find that I really enjoy digital for manga. Don't ask me why that is. Maybe because like digital manga is a lot cheaper than buying the print editions, and probably because there's just so many volumes of them that it just seems like I'll never have the shelf space for manga. So I really, yeah, like manga I buy digital all the time, but light novels I've generally leaned more towards getting physical print editions. So, but um yeah, like I mean it also depends on the device that you use. Like I use a Kobo to read my digital stuff, and those like paper type screens, especially if you have like dark modes on them and stuff like that, I actually find that they can be really easy on my eyes. But man, if you're reading on like an iPad or something like that, or like even one of the Kindle Fires, which is essentially a tablet, those ones I do find kind of like, I get a little cross-eyed after a while, and my one eye gets all like burning and red and watery and everything else. And oh yeah, lack of shelf space is like probably one of the biggest bonuses to digital. Plus, here's the thing, like, so at my job where I said I did a lot of my reading, we weren't allowed to have digital devices. It's a very long story. But the truth of the matter is that you weren't allowed to have digital devices. So if I was going to read at work, I had to have a print book. That was kind of the other reason that I was really into print, and why I was like, I'm going to get everything in print so I could read it at work. But I'll tell you, when you're reading, like, particularly like say a manga series where you can burn through a volume of manga in like half an hour or something like that, having digital where you could literally have the entire series, like 20 volumes of manga stored on one device, and just be able to skip to the next one right away without having to carry 20 volumes of manga with you, super convenient. Love that. Absolutely love that. That is like one of the best parts about digital with me. And that's why I got into reading digital manga, and why I liked it so much. Because as I said, like a book, it usually takes me at least 4 to 5 hours to read a book. So like you're talking serious commitment of time. And usually when you've put that much time, I find, into a book, I'm ready to kind of like put it down. And, I'm like, as much as I like to read the next one, I'm okay if I don't read it for a little bit. But like manga, I have found, like, there's been lots of series where, man, you read the first volume, you're like, I want to read that second volume now. And digital's great for that. Like, especially like now where you can just pop onto, Kobo, Amazon, Indigo, whatever store you shop at, and buy it, like, and have it on your device ready to read in like seconds. That's so awesome. So much better than having to like wait for them to ship you the book, or having to like go to the store and fight your way into the store, and half the time the store doesn't have stock anyway. Yeah, man, I totally I do enjoy digital for that. So, yeah. All right. So, it is, I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 20 after 10 already. All right. So, because I'm just sitting here shooting the breeze, I'm actually going to call it a night, I think, at this point, because I've been gabbing away for over about 50 minutes at this point, and I do have to still get up in the morning and, shower and get dressed and go to the day job, be that adult that I find myself suddenly having to pretend to be, and, answer questions and actually pretend like I know what I'm doing. Uh, so yeah, I'm going to end this one here. So thank you all for dropping by to say hello, and look forward to some Minecraft. That'll probably be the next thing that'll be up on the channel. I'm not sure if I'm going to start that tomorrow or if I'm going to start that Wednesday. And maybe we'll do some live reading on Thursday or Friday, and we'll maybe test some of my boo. I don't know, whatever. We'll test that out on the weekend. And I guess we're going to have to start, and I guess at some point we'll have to talk about the new light novel series that are coming out in October, because there's a whole bunch of those coming out too. So we'll see what new is coming on. In any case, thank you all for watching and keeping up with the channel. My God, thank you for staying subscribed to the channel. Holy crap, it's like such a uphill battle, it seems. And oh Lord, I need you guys, and I appreciate you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video or stream or whatever the heck it is. Till then, bye bye for now.